I'm so excited to be on here, y'all. I ain't been on live in a minute, but I wanted to get on here and give you just some free info. If I have any moms in the room, first of all, I'll put a pink heart in the chat. I want to know that you're here. I want to know that I got the right people in the right room, okay? Let me know you're here, okay? So I ain't wasting my time. But I'm going to be telling you a fast and simple way that you can start learning how to become, okay? I don't teach mamas how to make money online, okay? This ain't what this is. I teach you how to become the woman that never has to worry about money again. So there is a difference, a big difference, okay? So if you're ready to lock in with me, go ahead and put pink heart in the chat. Like I said, I want to know that you're here. I want to know that I'm reaching you, sis. I want to know I'm talking to you, okay? Especially on TikTok, y'all. Especially on TikTok. Hey, Drew, how you doing today, sis? You already go live today? There go one of my NPM mamas. There go one of my NPM mamas. Period, 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 period. But y'all, welcome in. Like I said, I hope you are doing well today. My name is Sierra Janae. I'm a wife and mom of two. And like I said, hey, Leah, where you been at, girl? Sorry, y'all. I get excited when I see some of my people. Where you been at? Where you been at? Where you been at, Leah? What happened? I need to get you inside of NPM too. Good. No, I'm at work. Oh, okay. Okay. I'll see you later on tonight then on the live Q&A. But y'all, if you do not know, I'm the creator and founder of the Mompreneur Method, and this is a licensed digital income asset that I created for moms, okay? And I created this because I know in my almost 2 years of experience of being in digital marketing. First of all, let me just ask you, sis, have you been looking for a way to make money online? I know you've probably been seeing all these people saying you could do this. You probably see a lot of people talk about, oh, I can go on to ChatGPT, I can go into Canva and create a digital product, right? And you can make all this money, right? But nobody is telling you how to actually execute a plan, right? So you can keep having revenue come in for you, okay? I didn't fill out for Earth. No, don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that, Leah. I want a link. I'm going to inbox you my number. Definitely have to. Sis, when I tell you, when you get inside of NPM, you are going to love it. Truly is like no other. And I'm not just saying this because I'm the creator. I know this, y'all, because I've been building this and working on this for the longest. But just to give y'all a little backstory, if this is your first time seeing me or, you know, if you are a mom, hey Vanessa, welcome in, sis. If you are a mom, put a pink heart in the chat so I know that you are here because I want to make sure that I'm speaking to you and that I get this message to you, okay? So if you do not know about me, just quick overview. I got started with digital marketing back in 2024. Thought it was a scam, thought it was too good to be true, but I was honestly pissed off because I kept seeing so many people winning, so many people changing their lives, and I'm like, surely all these people can't be scamming. There's no way. Like, can't be, right? So after praying and, you know, really just talking to God because I needed a way to get out of my situation. I was living paycheck to paycheck and I was like fed up. I was like, God, I want more. And how I need to get that. You know what I'm saying? So I took the leap of faith and I invested, y'all. And I'm so glad that I did because it changed my life completely. Was I terrified? Was I scared? Hell yeah. But I did it anyway. And I'm so glad that I did. But in the midst of that, I was able to make my first 6 figures, y'all, literally within 9 months of me starting and reselling someone else's program. When I discovered that and I found that out, I was like, every mama should be doing this, point blank period, because how many moms, and I don't know if I have any moms in the room with me right now, but how many times and opportunities or how many instances have you been somewhere and you just wanted to buy something for your kid, but you didn't have the money and you felt bad, you felt a certain type of way, you like, damn, man, like I want to give you the life that I didn't have growing up, but I can't because I got to move this money over here because I need to have the money for these bills or I got to do this, you know what I mean? And for me, I just didn't feel like that was normal. Like, I mean, yes, I grew up very poor. I grew up with nothing, but it was just something within me that was like, I want to be able to give my children seriously the life that I never had. And I don't want to feel guilty about it. Baby, I want to go to brunch. I want to make my babies trust fund babies. I want to do all that. Okay. And I don't feel bad about saying that. And working a 9 to 5, it's not giving me that. Okay. It's giving me just enough, but to keep me coming back so I can keep getting that check. But that's it. It ain't nothing more. It ain't nothing extra. If I want to go on vacation, I got to put it on the credit card. I got to put it on the payment plan. I'm just like, I know there's got to be more. Meanwhile, I'm seeing these heifers online making all this money. And I'm like, if I could just get a fraction of what they making, I'd be happy, okay? Let me know if you're a mom in the room. Hey, is it Authentically K? Welcome in, sis. So I was like, I'm going to do something about this. And like I said, when I got started with the Done For You digital product, that changed everything for me because I was like, I can actually make money selling somebody else's product, even though I didn't even create it. All I got to do is just show up. All I got to do is learn and implement and show up consistently and I can make money, y'all. And when I discovered that, I said, every mom needs to know this, point blank period. Every mom that hates paying that child care payment, Okay, so you can go have somebody watch your kids, so you can go to work just to have somebody to watch your kids, so you can go to work, and you know how the cycle keep repeating because that's all you paying for, right? I'm like, every mom needs to know this. So that inspired me to create my own community based off of the information that I learned. And then once I started mentoring and coaching people, and I was like, wow, this really isn't a fluke. If you follow a structured system and implement correctly and actually execute, you too can continue to make money wherever you're at in the world. If you're on vacation, if you're working a 9 to 5, okay, if you sleep. That is the point. We are all taught literally from day one that you go to school, you get a job, and then you work. Okay. Not saying that nobody teaches us how to create a business, create assets for ourselves, right? So we can make money regardless of whatever. So we're not trading our time for money. So we're not having to physically be present in order to get money, right? And once I discovered it, I said, baby, I'm gonna let the girls know. I'm gonna let the mamas know because, like I said, I know so many moms that just, feel terrible every single day that they have to choose like to be present or actually get paid. And baby, that's no longer the case. Okay, that's no longer the case. So I created the Mompreneur Method. Like I said, it's a licensed digital income asset that you can resell for 100% profit. That was something that I also thought was really important. I built the system for you, sis. But inside the system, you actually have structure. That was one of the biggest things that, I took away from being in other communities and being in other courses and programs like that was not that the information was bad, not that it wasn't helpful, but it was like, what do you do next? How do I execute this information? And see, a lot of these programs teach you to basically be a fake expert. You learn something one day, and then the next day you supposed to just show up like you this expert, and you literally just learned this information yesterday. And that's the biggest difference when it comes to the Mompreneur Method. I teach you literally, like I said, how to be the person that you are today, but learning how to take these high income skills and setting yourself up so you never have to worry about money again, okay? You don't have to change who you are. You just need to learn skills. You just need to change your mindset, okay? And that's another thing. A lot of programs will get out here and be like, okay, well, you got to talk to this many people and you got to talk to this audience or whatever. And that's so hard for so many people to do. And then people wonder why they struggle and why they don't make no money and why they get burnt out really quick, because it's like, I don't know who I'm talking to. I don't know who I feel connected to. Sis, talk to yourself. And that's what the Mompreneur Method is. It is a community for moms. There is no niche. I eliminated that because that was the biggest thing that I've seen so many people struggle. It is 10 times easier to talk to another mom than talk to just random strangers online, okay? Not that I'm saying it's impossible, but what do you feel the most comfortable doing, right? You can think about the conversations that you have just with a mom at a park, just with a mom at a school, just with a mom, just, Like I was literally at Nothing But Cakes, y'all, the other day. And I was talking to a mom, and we were just talking about it, and I invited her to join my program just like that, and that is what I teach moms how to capitalize on. Okay, again, you don't have to change who you are. You just need to tap in and just learn high income skills so you can set yourself up to never have to worry about money again. Okay, and when I say high income skills, I mean learning about sales psychology, right? Learning about messaging, right? Learning how to position yourself online to talk to your audience, which is moms. That's who you are. Day in and day out, you a mama, sis. Okay, and so that's why it's so much easier to show up and sell something to someone who gets you, who understands you, right? Who resonates with you, instead of like trying to, really try to reach and reach somebody that, we don't have nothing in common. We don't, and like I said, there's nothing wrong with that, but that's why so many people struggle. Okay, I'm for the people at the bottom. I'm for the people that be struggling, because I've been there. I've invested in programs, and I don't regret any of it because it's brought me to where I'm at today. But I know that feeling of investing in something, thinking that it's going to change your life, and you have all this information. You don't know what to do with the information. There's not a clear structure. There's not a clear plan on how to actually execute, So one thing about, when you join NPM is inside you get a 30-day game plan so you know what to do, okay? Because yes, there's modules inside, and the point is I don't want you to come inside and be overwhelmed, be like, okay, I don't know what to do, I'm gonna skip around, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. No, sis, you need structure. And a lot of people, one of the questions that I get asked all the time is well, how long does it take me to get my first sale? Ideally within 30 days, but nobody can really promise you how long. I've seen people get a sale in 1 day. I've seen people get sales in 2 weeks. It's completely up to you and how you execute. The point is to execute, okay? The point is to take the information that you learn and move. So many people invest in themselves, but then they get scared. Then they get cold feet when it's like, sis, you already invested. What's the problem? So I'm really big on accountability. Every Wednesday inside of my community, I do a live Q&A call, and I am extremely involved. I help all of my students inside with their digital products. If they want to create their own digital products, I help you with your strategy. If you need help setting up your website, baby, I don't play that, okay? I import the mamas, and that's why I wanted to build a community that was from my, not that I got beef or, anything like that with anybody else, y'all. That is just who I feel most comfortable with and who I resonate with and who I feed off the best, because we are one of the same. We get it. A lot of programs and communities out here, they didn't take in the fact that, do you struggle with mom brain? Girl, do you struggle with forgetting stuff every 24/7, okay, like that? Do you struggle with just not having time because your kids is the priority and you have to take care of them? People don't sorry y'all, let me skip these ads. But people don't take that into effect. And again, sis, it's not that you lazy, it's not that you don't understand, it's just you don't have a game plan. You don't have a structure so you can show up and know what you're doing. I also inside teach you how to take your everyday moments, okay? Again, I ain't teaching you how to go out here and go rent a car, go put on this fake facade, go put on this fake lifestyle and this and that because you think that's what's gonna sell. I teach you how to literally speak to the women that you are, okay? As moms, when you see a mama doing laundry, when you see a mama doing dishes, pushing her baby stroller, all that type of stuff, that resonates with you, and that's gonna stop you, mama. Hey, hustle mama, how are you? Welcome in. And taking your everyday content, okay, and turning that, the things that I inside of my community, I teach you literally how to take the things that you have to do anyway. Since you got to do the laundry, you got to wash the dishes. Hey, is it y'all? I be tearing up these names. Then Sat family. Hey, Canada in the building. Period. How you doing, sis? If you're a mom, put a pink heart in the chat. Let me know that you're here, okay? Because I want to make sure that I'm speaking to y'all and I'm getting this message to you. But yeah, I teach you how to take those everyday moments, sis. Stop thinking that you gotta, again, put on this facade, act like you this person that you not. Show up as you. You know why? It's 10 times easier, okay? And that is the biggest thing. I'm a big believer in collecting data. And when I launched my community, like I said, I wanted it to be something that truly is not like anything else. Inside you get 24/7 support. I even built a chat GPT, and it's called MamaBot, okay? Because again, I know what it's like to be a beginner. I know what it's like to, know that you want to change your life, know that you want to change your situation, right? And again, thank you for all the information, but how do I execute this information, right? So like I said, you get a game plan from the moment you start. So there is no confusion. There is no, well, what do I do next? Where do I get started? Baby, we're not doing it. And like I said, another thing is when you get started with me, I give you my phone number because sis, I know that you can be successful. Again, y'all, digital marketing, digital products can truly change your life and change your situation if you execute them correctly, okay? Stop being afraid to invest in yourself. Stop being afraid that, oh my God, I'm just so worried, or whatever. There's a reason why you came across this live today. There's a reason why you're seeing me today, okay? Because you can change your situation. And I'm not saying signing up for Amazon Flex. I'm not saying signing up for DoorDash, okay, baby? You can have an asset for yourself that's going to make you money literally years from down the line, y'all. I've sold the same product for almost 2 years, the exact same product. Ain't tweaked it, ain't changed it, been selling the same thing over and over. So if I can do that, you can do that as well. Period. Hey, Jimmy Jim from the UK. Welcome in, welcome in. If you are a mom, let me know that you are a mom in the chat. I want to make sure that I'm talking to the right people, Y'all, I'm on TikTok as well. Just letting y'all know, girl, we're trying to get back to it. So like I said, do I have any moms that would like to know a little bit more about the information? If so, let me know. But again, I know that feeling, y'all, and just right now, just where we're at in the world, this is the time to literally create multiple streams of income for yourself. I'm not one of them creators that's gonna get on here and tell you to quit your job, quit your 9 to 5, baby. I believe all income is good income, but learning how to set up systems for yourself, learning how to set up assets for yourself, and once you learn high income skills, nobody can take this away from you. It's not just about reselling a program, but the opportunity that you're giving yourself. There may be a local business in your community, right? They're looking for someone to create flyers for them. Once you learn high income skills, baby, boom, I can go on a Canva or whatever like that, and I can charge you $500 right there. That's the point of it. And that's what I mean when I say I don't teach moms how to make money online. I'm teaching you how to become the woman who never has to worry about money, because you're going to constantly learn. You're going to constantly not learn. I don't know why I can't talk y'all today. You're going to constantly be thinking about the skills that you have inside of your mind and learn how to implement them for other, for other things outside of just reselling the course. People always be like, oh, reselling the course, that's a scam, it's the MLM. But it's not though, okay? Because even if you don't want to resell it, you don't have to, right? The point is to learn these skills and learn how to execute, okay? Execution, y'all, is key. And it's not about you having the best, the best like type of graphics or anything like that. Y'all, people sell PDFs, people sell Google Docs every single day and are becoming millionaires from this. Sis, there is something that you have knowledge in. You are a mom, and trust me, you solve problems every goddamn day, okay? So there's nothing wrong with learning how to package that information up and be helpful for someone else, and you be able to help somebody else. And that's exactly what you're doing in the sake of digital marketing. I hate that it has this bad culture on it now that people feel like it's a scam. And I get it. I've been burned before. I understand that. But that's why it's also important to do your research, right? That's why it's also important to ask questions. And that's why I get on here to help. I got 3 kids, but I'm a dad. Okay. I know this one guy who set up mug and t-shirt machines in his spare room and made a exactly. And print on demand. That's another, y'all, we are in a space like of a world. Like, I also do Airbnb, but when y'all really just think about the person that invented Airbnb, the person that invented Toro, right? They don't even have this inventory in their vicinity, right? And they making money from it, okay? And you can do the exact same thing. If you don't even have to show your face online, y'all. And that's one thing that I'm just like, I can't tell people enough, like, just how grateful there once was a point in life, y'all, where like we didn't have these opportunities. We didn't have these resources and tools that we could use to literally change our financial situation, okay? And again, you can get started with a done-for-you system, or you can get started like just on your own. But I will tell you, if you do not have a following or whatever like that, because I ain't one of these type of people that's going to get out here and lie to you and be like, oh yeah, start a new page and you're going to make millions by tomorrow. It don't really work like that, okay? Is it possible? Anything is possible, right? But starting with something that is already put together, starting with something that already has testimony, starting with something that's going to give you a structured plan, because it's completely normal when you first get in the game of digital products, print on demand, whatever you want to do, right? And you don't really kind of like, you go through that phase of just like, okay, are people going to believe in me? Are people going to actually buy, right? And you start letting that self-doubt get to you. You start letting that kind of hold you back, right? So this is why I always recommend to start with something that's done for you, that's already built in, that's already kind of like essentially bulletproof, right? It's already sold, so it's already been proven. So you're not trying to be that Neil Armstrong, right? Of trying to like be the first person to do this and set that tone. Can you do that? Absolutely. But why do that when you can get started with something that's done for you? And that's why I recommend that. And that's why I highly recommend that for moms, because moms are limited on time. Moms don't, give me the information so I can learn how to implement it, so I can execute, so I can make my coin. Straight up. That's what I teach inside of NPM. What does it say? I'm uploading exercise for a week or 2 and I've already have 10 subscribers. I'm an overnight viral. That's amazing. No, but that's amazing, Jimmy Jam. But you know what? You can also like create a wellness plan. You know what I mean? So again, like I don't know if what your journey has been like as far as like exercising and stuff. And that's the point in what I'm saying, like, and this is what I teach, y'all, everybody has experienced something. Everybody has went through something in life where they've came out of it. How did you come out of that, right? Take that, package that into either a PDF, a video format. You can do like a video course on YouTube. Literally just make your videos unlisted, link it to a product, post it on your digital storefront store, like Stand Store. That's what I use. And you can make a killing that way. I actually have a student that did that and made a killing. So, I mean, stick with it. And that's good that you already got 10 subscribers and you're going to keep growing. Post shorts every single day. So whatever your long form videos are, break those down into shorts. That's kind of like a teaser to bring people in so they'll actually watch your long form video. But I would have some meal plans, because that's the biggest thing, as far as working out and losing weight. Hell, the real sauce is in the diet. You know what I'm saying? I'm super weak, but one video got 93 views so far. That's amazing. Still figuring out how to make that's really good. If I were you, and I don't know, are you? That's why. I'm gonna say, I don't know why I always forget to put my phone. Let me know if y'all can hear me. You might not can hear me. But I was gonna say, if I were you, I don't know, like, who specifically have you decided, like, who your target audience is, or who you're helping? Or are you trying to help everybody? Because when we try to help everybody, we don't reach nobody. So that's going to be really important. So I don't know if you're targeting that to dads or men of a certain age or whatever like that. But the more specific you are, the faster you're going to convert and the faster you're going to actually take off online. Don't be trying to talk to everybody, okay, GM? So again, I don't know if it's like dads, like you could, something that's like really unique and kind of, I'm not saying that you have a dad bod, but I would like almost promote it as like, you know, dad bod exercises at home or 10-minute workouts for dad. Cause you know, dads be busy too. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you like a full-time dad and stuff with your kids, you could do that as well too. But yeah, like that is the whole point of learning how to create this personal brand for yourself and having like anchor points that can make you money. You can have an ebook, you can have a video series. You can, and when I say ebook, I mean, like I said, I would actually do like a meal plan, of like, okay, because that's the thing. Like, I don't know about y'all, for anybody that be working out and stuff like that, that's my biggest struggle is the meals. Baby, I can work out, I can do that, but give me a game plan. You will be shocked how many people like give them a grocery. Like there's so many different, and this is what I love about y'all doing this and teaching this, because y'all, I don't want to say that there's no excuse for us to be broke in 2026, but it's not, because you have the opportunity. Y'all, our parents and they parents, they ain't had these opportunities that we had. They ain't had no chat GPT. They didn't have Canva or whatever like that. And again, if you actually take the time to research and find what people are actually looking for. So what I would do if I was you, Jamie Jim, go on, you on YouTube now, right? Go into the search bar and type in like keywords, and whatever you see that's populating, whatever you see as a popular video, and this is just a little hack, click on them people videos, right? Pay attention to how many subscribers they have versus what their video view is doing. Look at that video that did really well, right? Boom, remake that video, make it better. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how you really take off. But you know, with you just starting, you're doing really good. Oh, that's a good idea. Thank you. I could do dads. I'm built like a French fry. I will try that for sure. Seriously though, because that be the thing, y'all. So many of us be thinking like we are the only way that thinks this way, or we're the only person that looks like this. We're the only person that does this or thinks that, you know what I mean? There is an audience out, and this is why I say I don't teach people how to make money on. I teach you how to become the person to never have to worry about money. But in order to do that, it's not trying to speak to everybody. It's speaking to a specific person, which is you. You're gonna feel more confident if you get online and act like yourself. You're gonna feel more confident if you get online and speak to yourself, okay? Everybody in a lot of these communities and programs, they teach you, oh, learn this information and act like you're an expert. That's not the point of it, okay? Talk about your real life, talk about your struggles and how you got through it, because that's gonna resonate more with people. Your audience and the people that you're trying to get to buy from you, your consumer, baby, they experiencing the problem right now. How did you get through the shit? Because that's what I want to know. And that's how you have to create these products. Hey, y'all on TikTok, welcome in. My diet is on fire. I got meals and everything dialed in. I do all the cooking in my own. See, so first of all, so Jimmy Jam, when I go on your channel, let me say, hey, Digital Rise Up, how you doing? So when I go on your channel, I'm asking you this now, right? I should see nothing but workout stuff. Because again, y'all, people's attention spans, I hate to say it, are messed up, okay? And we used to have 3 seconds to get people's attention. We got about 1 second, okay? So when I go on your page, the first thing that I should see is, baby, in that YouTube thumbnail, I should see either what's them things called, y'all? A thumbnail, some kind of food, because I want to know, hey, I landed on this page and this is what I'm going to get. So that's going to be the first thing I'm going to tell you, right? But everything that you're saying, again, follow up with, when you posting a video and everything like that, hey, is it Murdar? If you're a mom, y'all, I'm talking to the moms, but I'm helping the daddy out right now too, though. If you're a mom, put a heart in the chat, because I want to tell you about an amazing opportunity. Y'all, it's truly about something that you've never even heard of before. So lock in with me. But when you posting that video, say you posting a workout video, okay? And again, think how people want things, y'all. I hate to say it like this. You know, people want overnight results. It's crazy. It's sad that people think that way, but they do, right? So make sure you're like titling your video. And a great tool to use, you can use the Video IQ, you can use YouTube Buddy and stuff like that. But the health niche is such a profitable niche, Jammy Jam. So I'm telling you, you can go crazy and make a lot of money. But for example, when you post that workout video, what I would do, I would have a digital product already created. Again, you can use Chat GPT. I'm gonna tell you now, you're gonna need the pro version, okay? The little free version is cute, but baby, we not limiting ourselves, okay? And then you're gonna also use Canva, right? But go in there and say, hey, how can I structure, like, and then again, and this is how I teach my students inside of my community. Not asking ChatGPT to do the work for you, okay? Put your sauce on it, put your stank on it, say, hey, I love broccoli, salmon, and rice. I love, I don't know, whatever the healthy stuff is, okay? Again, I told you I be struggling with my diet, so I don't know. But whatever those ingredients that you use on a day-to-day basis, okay? This is my game plan. Hey, this is where I get my groceries from, and they cost me under $20. I don't know, okay? But right, help me put together a quick PDF, a quick Google Doc, you know what I'm saying, in a format, right, that can help somebody. Maybe plan out their meals 7 days a week. You could also do like there are so many different pillars that you can do. And that's what I'm saying, y'all. This is the point of it. So this is why I'm saying, like, if you get started with a done for you system that tells you how to do this, and actually helps you execute, that is the most important thing, okay? I don't teach people. It's thank you, thank you. I appreciate you. I don't teach people, y'all. Like, again, I'm not in the business of just get you a digital product and sell that all forever. No, and this is what inside of my community I'm really big on. Yes, as moms, kind of let me go back to the mamas for a second, okay? Again, sis, you solve problems every single day. Stop thinking you got to fit in because you seeing everybody doing something a certain type of way. No, stand out, and stand out on purpose, okay? Because that is how you actually make revenue. I tell people all the time, when you see people out here selling 18, 20 different products, they're not making no real money. Because if you actually learn how to scale one product and sell that same product over and over and over and over and over, baby, life is easy. What do you mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? So again, do I have any moms in the room? Well, let me know if I have any moms in the room, because like I said, this live is for y'all. I'm helping the daddies too. I appreciate you. But yeah, Jimmy, I'm always here to answer any questions that you have. I try to get on every single day around this time. I'm back to probably going live 3 times a day. So catch me when you can and ask away. Like I said, I just love helping people and pointing to people, y'all, because like I said, we have the opportunity to change our financial situation, okay? Again, your 9 to 5 is cute and that's cool, but it's not. It wasn't created for you to get ahead. It wasn't created for you to make your babies trust fund babies. It wasn't created for you to actually live the life that you want to live. It literally gives you just enough to keep you here, right? To keep you coming back because you need that check again, right? But nothing more than that. And at the end of the day, we have the opportunity to control our earning potential. You know what I'm saying? Not that job, okay? The job, you know what you're going to get on that job. Regardless if you hourly or salary, you know what you're going to get. Even if you be at home trying to calculate, well, if I get an extra 20 hours of overtime, I'm going to have, baby, we're not doing that. Nah, baby, if I get on live, if I post this piece of content and link my product, overtime, I don't need overtime. Girl, what? Like, you know what I'm saying? So, I'm around all the time. I don't do 9 to 5. I have property. Okay, period. So you have the time and the space to do it. Like I'm telling you, I don't know if you're interested in any kind of done for you system, because again, creating digital products, I'm not going to sit up here and like front and try to, sell you a dream or anything like that. Because again, you do need to learn marketing. You do need to learn sales psychology. And again, you need to know how to talk to your specific audience. Again, people want to get out here and tell you, oh, you just get on here and, you use keywords and hashtags and all that. That's cute. That's part of it. But you have to know how to talk. There's a certain type of language that you use, right? And again, if you're going to be talking to dads, and I'm not saying that you got to go with that niche, but if that's who you are 100% of the time, it's going to be so much easier for you to show up that way. But if it's just men and stuff like that, and again, think about your day to day. I know you said you have property and stuff like that, so you kind of basically move on your own time. But maybe your audience is, like I said, a busy dad. Maybe your audience is just, men in general, right? But you got to be really specific, because again, that's the faster you're going to convert. I'm telling y'all, confusion will never convert. If people don't know that you talking to them and they're like, damn, he calling me out. He talking about my dad bod. He talking about my muscles don't look good or whatever, right? Then, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's going to make them act, because people buy off of emotion. They don't buy off of logic. They don't give a damn, okay? They don't care that, oh, you got 26 workouts in here. They want to know that, okay, by the time I finish this workout series, baby, the ladies is going to be after me. My 6-pack is going to be giving what it needs to give. Baby, I got my D'Angelo V-line. That's what people want, that transformation, and they want to know that they're going to get it essentially almost up front, right? Not saying that they're going to get it up front, if that makes sense, but they're saying that, like, okay, if I get this product, like, for example, makeup, when heifers be buying makeup and stuff like that, they not buying it because they like, oh, I love that this has mineral oil inside of it. No, you like, I'm going to look like a bad bitch by the end of the day. Okay, it's gonna give Beyonce. Like, that's what people are buying, y'all. People don't give a damn about, you know what I'm saying? Confusion never converts. Needed to hear that. Thank you. Yeah, it don't. And it don't, y'all. And again, I hate that social media makes people feel like, again, like you gotta put on this facade and you gotta put y'all, and I'm saying this as a person from experience, because I too, if y'all go and look back at any of my old YouTube videos, baby, cringy as but I thought that's what it was. But the moment that I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna show up as me. Yes, I'm a wife, right? But 125% of the time, I am a mom. I speak to moms. I resonate with moms. Can I talk to anybody? Yes, right? Can I help anybody? Yes, right? But I know who my target audience is, and I'm clear. And so many people are so afraid, when you hear that word niche and they think like, oh, I can't do that because I'm leaving money on the table, or I'm not. No, the faster and the clearer that you are, because you know why? It makes you show up more confident. It makes you show up more like, okay, damn, she actually knows what she's talking about. She knows who she is. And again, when I get on here day to day, again, I know some of y'all probably ain't moms or whatever right now, and that's fine, right? But I know a lot of people come back and watch my lives too, and a lot of them are moms, right? I know that, you know what I'm saying, you're going to feel something, you're going to be motivated, you're going to be inspired. I might make that ass cry because maybe I do all of that, right? But it's because that's how I feel. And again, you got to get on here and be comfortable, not fake a facade, not act like you somebody else, be yourself. Who are you? Because again, this is how people experience burnout, because they see a lifestyle, they see something, they're like, oh, I see what she's doing, so I'm going to try to copy off the exact thing that she's doing. I'm going to do, and then be wondering why, well, damn, the shit's not selling, nobody's buying, nobody cares, because you're doing something that you genuinely don't even care. I could talk to moms, y'all, all damn day long, 24/7, because it's something that, again, I didn't even want to be a mom. This is how crazy how God works, right? And this is why you have to be open to hear what God has for you, because I did not want to be a mom based off of my upbringing. I grew up in the system, and foster care, baby, went through hell, okay? So being a mama was the last thing on my mind, but it happened, okay? And the alignment put me in the place to help moms, right? And, the one thing that I want moms to know, because I know what it's like, again, having to choose between, damn, can I pay for my child's sports, or do I got to pay this light bill? I know what it's like choosing between, damn, can I be present for my child, or do I need to go sign up for overtime because we need this money, okay? And again, the life where we're at today, I know it's a lot of crazy things going on, okay? We praying, look, I'm praying for the people, okay? But y'all, the opportunities that we have, the tools and resources that we have. I see so many people get on live every day, get on Facebook, write a status, trying to get attention, and you're still broke, and you still don't have no money. Why not you going on ChatGPT making cartoons and shit, talking about, hey, y'all, look at my cartoon that I made, when you could be using it to take something that you've gotten through. And again, stop thinking that the things that you've been through, the struggles that you've overcome, that they wouldn't help somebody. Because we all go through a lot of this, similar things. And like I said, that's why I built my community like how I did, because as moms, girl, I know you're not lazy. I know you hardworking, right? You just need structure. You just need a system to help you execute. And when you have that system that helps you execute, like I said, I already did all the work for you though. Okay. But again, it's important to have this information in your brain, right? Because this is how you're going to be able to help other people. Okay. That's why I'm telling you, I don't teach you how to, I'm going to teach you how to make money online. I'm going to teach you how to do this. No, girl, I'm going to teach you how to never worry about money again. Okay. Because you have the things that you need to set yourself up so you can always create opportunities to make money for yourself. That is the point, and that is why the mompreneur method is completely different from any other community and course or program out there. Okay, like I said, when you get inside, you get 24/7 support. Okay, I built a GPT that literally has all of my brain, all of my information inside of it. On top of it, helps you create your own digital products. Right, y'all, I've literally trained this Chat GPT bot literally over 12,000 hours. I spent so much time. I had to take a step back, because like I said, when I got started with someone else's program, right? And it changed my life. But I also, in the midst of doing that, when I was helping so many people, the number one thing, or the common denominator that I noticed, was all of my students, because I'm very like, I don't know, like I don't, not that I take things the hard way, but I'm just very adamant about you being successful, because like I said, I know what it's like to not have nothing. I know what it's like when you've been praying and asking God to change your situation, change your opportunity, and you doing everything in your power that you can, but it just still don't happen for you, right? So I know that frustration. So with all of my students, baby, I stay checking up on you. I'm gonna text you. Okay, that's why I said when you get started with me, you get my phone number, and I'm gonna get on your nerves, because I'm like, girl, execute. Stop being in your head. Stop thinking that, oh, well, it's not good enough or whatever. Ain't nobody watching your first pieces of content anyway, okay? It be trash. It's fine. Let's just go ahead and fail forward real quick, right? And let's get it going. Movement and everything. You know what I mean? Success loves speed, y'all. Okay? It's not about investing. Oh, okay, well, I'm gonna wait until, 6 months. No. Because what the hell did you invest for, okay? And, I'm not saying that my program is for all moms. My program is for moms that actually want to take action, that actually, are going to move, okay? Because, again, y'all, nobody is going to, nobody's coming to save you. Point blank period, okay? Nobody's coming to save you, okay? Nobody is coming to save you. Nobody cares, okay? And the point is, if you use social media because it's free advertisement, you stay visible online, you plug a product that actually solves one clear problem, right? That actually is highly sought after, that actually is valuable, and that actually can be transformative for your audience, baby, I'm telling you, you'll never have to worry about money again. You'll never have to worry about money again. So like I said, if I have any moms in the room, let me know if you want to know a little bit how you can get started. I'll be happy to show you. Just put like a pink heart in the chat. Let me know that you're here. But ask away, y'all. If y'all have questions, like I said, I love pouring into people. I love helping moms specifically, but I love helping anybody, okay? Because like I said, y'all, people, it be killing me how people be like, oh, I made this in ChatGPT. ChatGPT told me this. And it's like you letting it diagnose you. You letting it tell you all these things, but you're not using it to get ahead. You're not using it to finally give you your time back. You're not using it so you don't have to go sign up for Amazon Flex. You would rather go sign up for Amazon Flex. You would rather go sign up for DoorDash because instead of just investing in you, but you don't even realize. And this is another thing. People be so quick to be like, well, I'm just scared to invest in me because I can't because of the money. And I just can't. But baby, you out in that car every single day driving around DoorDash, risking your life, okay? Risking your life to get $40. Like we gotta start reevaluating our situations, okay? We gotta start thinking differently. And I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just saying like sometimes we need somebody to tell us this, okay? And I'm gonna be the person to tell you. Okay? So like I said, if you are a mom and you want to get started, girl, I'm telling you, once you get inside the community, you're gonna love it. Like I mentioned, every Wednesday I do a live Q&A inside of my community because like I said, I am very involved in my community. Another thing that really kind of sets my community apart from others is it's not just a whole bunch of people in there just throwing shit together, okay? I am the creator and founder of the program. I am the only one that teaches in this program, okay? Not shading any other community or program, but I am a big believer in just energies and stuff like that. And I think that, sometimes when you're learning from 18, 19, 20, 25 different people, right? That's also where the disconnect comes in, right? That's also why people are like, okay, so what? But old girl said do this, but then when I watched this module, she said do this, but then she said do this. So, and then that's that excuse, because you always looking for an excuse to talk yourself out of something, right? You always looking for some way to be like, but she said, now I'm just confused, so now I'm overwhelmed, now I'm not gonna do nothing. Girl, okay? I'm the only one that teaches inside of my community. My community is very close-knit, tight, right? Because like I said, I wanted moms who actually want to take action, who actually want to get results, right? And who actually are gonna follow a game plan, okay? You're not gonna get in here and just be willy-nilly it. Okay, if you follow the structure, and like I said, from the moment you step inside of the community, you have a game plan. You have a 30-day game plan. When you get inside, you literally can use my ChatGPT that I built and say, hey, it's my first day inside of NPM. I am oblivious to what digital marketing is. I don't even know where to get started. My GPT is going to let you know, and it's going to ask you a few questions because, again, y'all, this is not no one-size-fit-all type of situation. I built this because I want you, mama, to use your life, okay? Whatever it is that you've been through, how long are you home? I said, what? I'm not homeless anymore, Sam. That was a long, long time ago. Thank you, Jesus, okay? I have 3 ebooks saved in Canva, and it's the execution and second guessing. And that's the thing. I feel like, Casey, I don't want to get on here and be saying people's name. I think that's you, Casey. Because I'm like, I ain't recognize the name. Y'all, child, look. Is your name Casey? I want to make sure I got the right person, but I think that's you. So my whole thing is, but are you not proud of them? What is it? You feel like it's missing something? Have you won? See, there's so many different steps. Okay, I thought that was you. That's why I was like, I know her. So like when you said that you have these 3 ebooks saved in Canva, it's the execution and second guessing. The first thing I'm going to ask you is, and this is what I always tell like my students that create their own digital products and startup, have you just started with asking like maybe your friends and family to read your ebook and gather testimonies? And the reason why I'm saying that is because why that's very important is too, because Obviously you're going to get that feedback that you need, right? But then also too, you can add those testimonies. Like, I don't care if they text you, girl, you can literally add them to your website and, you know, as testimonies. Because that's the biggest thing, y'all. We are in a world where people are followers. I hate to say it like that, I don't mean to say it like that, but y'all know how it is. Y'all know the first thing that we do before we buy something, I don't care if it's a little outfit off a TikTok shop, baby, you're gonna read the reviews, right? Okay, what's this saying? Mm-hmm. So that, and again, this is why I stress so much about like a done for you system, because all of that foundational work is kind of already done for you, where you're not trying to reinvent that wheel. But that would be the first thing that I would do, right? After you do that and you've gathered those testimonies, like I said, based off of the feedback, again, because sometimes, you know, we be in our own little lane, right? And to us, this information is helpful. But the thing about serving people, y'all, this is how you actually make money, is you have to serve people. It's not about you, right? Yes, this may have worked for you and it's great advice, and that's good, right? That's amazing. But at the same time, let me get some feedback from other points of views, because it may open your mind to like, oh damn, I didn't even think about it like that. I didn't even consider that, right? And again, I'm not saying that you need to change anything. I'm not saying, I'm sure it's great information, because the information that you offer, and I see your videos and stuff like that all the time. I think it's amazing, like what you do and how you teach young kids and stuff like that. Like, I have a few students that literally teach students how to read, and it, like, so many moms are literally, you know, struggling with that. Like, I had to pull my girl, we could have a conversation for another day, but you know, I had to pull my kid out of school, because you know, these damn kids, these damn schools don't give a damn about our kids. It's not about me, it's about serving. Yes, and I'm telling you, Casey, when you when you really understand that, because again, like, it's natural for us to do that, right? Because like I said, oh, I've overcome this is information, it's helpful, I've used ChatGPT, and y'all, and that's why even when it comes to ChatGPT, we gotta use it at a surface level, okay? Because again, it's very generic, it's very high level. I think people don't really realize that, even when when you're just using regular ChatGPT. Now, if you're using a trained GPT that is for a specific thing, that's different, okay? But that's probably all you need to do. And then again, you got to put yourself out there and just, you know, and gather the feedback. And then if you notice that, hey, there isn't any, you know, kind of selling, you know, you're not seeing any sales or anything like that come through, yeah, baby, then I would maybe, you know, maybe tweak something. Maybe, because, girl, I'm telling you, people are very surface level. Very. But at the same time, have you thought of your game plan? Are you pre-launching your product, right? That's so important to talk about. Every day, like, I would at least pre-launch maybe 2 or 3 weeks out, possibly a month. I would drop little, you know, I know I see you on Facebook and stuff. I don't know if you're on Instagram, but like dropping stuff. What, baby? Okay, girl, get up out of here, because you about to stop playing with me. Hey, Stefan. So I would, like, in your stories, for example, right? I would go and make a story sequence. So depending on whatever the title is, like, you know, do a play on words or whatever. I don't know if it's like a series of ebook. Again, so many questions that I have. Sorry. When I get into this, girl, my mind be going crazy. But there's just so many different things that you can do. So I don't know, like I said, for example, say if you have like a series, like maybe it's volume 1, volume 2, volume 3, right? But for that first one, I would do like first of all, I would have a countdown timer. People love them little countdown timers, girl. Hey, I got something coming. Whatever the date is. What's today? March? April 1st, I got something that I'm gonna be dropping real soon with the little eye emojis, okay? Boom, start building up that curiosity, right? And then start doing like daily Q&As, asking people whatever it is that your ebook is solving, right? Start doing that, okay? And letting them know, hey, I got something coming that's going to solve this. Or what are your main struggles that you're struggling with, da-da-da-da-da. I'm just giving you an example. I'm not saying that that's what I'm just trying to, if you follow me, okay? But start doing that every single day. See, the biggest mistake that a lot of people made, I made this myself, and this is why I thought digital marketing was a scam, because if you do not kind of like know my story, I started first trying to create digital products back in COVID because I was doing UGC. I've never been a gatekeeper. I always love pouring into people. I always love over delivering people, right? And that's the thing. So many people out here have some of the best digital products, but people will never see them, or they'll never be able to sell because they haven't taken the time to learn marketing, learn branding, learn sales psychology, right? Learning that there's different type of buyers, okay? Again, you can't just talk to people and think that, oh, they're going to buy because my product is amazing and it solves a problem. You got to go a little bit deeper than that. And how you do that, like I said, is a great way to do that is, again, showing up daily. And this is why people don't really realize, and why y'all got to take advantage of social media. You know, I've been able to make over $300,000, y'all, as a complete beginner. I ain't running no ads. I mean, I just started trying to experimenting with ads, and that shit ain't working out for me, okay? I don't know what I'm doing yet. I'm still learning ads. But like seriously, like stop thinking that, you need that. But I'm telling you, if you are launching on pro, pre-launching is T, girl. T. And inside my community, girl, I talk about that, I teach you that. But after you pre-launch, right, then there's a launch. Then there's a post-launch. All of these things are things that you have to learn, y'all, in order to be successful and make a lot of money online, and going live. I don't know if you ever go live and stuff like that, and talking about asking people, and this is the serving part, right? Asking people, what are they needing help with? Again, I'm not saying like not using your idea, but just simply like just saying, okay, this is the product that I built. I'm proud of it. I'm excited about it. I know it can go crazy, right? But how do I position myself where I'm ensuring, right? You got to start training the algorithm to make sure you're getting in front of the people that you are. See, a lot of people get so hung up on, well, I don't have a large following. I don't have this and that. It don't matter. If you got 100 people, the average person get about 100 views on a video, right? And a lot of people like, oh, that's not a lot of people. That doesn't mean anything, right? But if it's 100 of the right people, baby, what would that do for you? You know what I'm saying? Like, think about the type of money that you can make if you are in front of the right people. If you're in front of the wrong 100 wrong people, then, you know what I'm saying? So this is where, and this is why I teach what I teach, like inside of my community, why, there's a reason why y'all hear me when I get online. Again, there's men that come in my live. There's women that aren't moms that come in my life, right? But 95% of the time, I am talking to moms. So by me doing that, let's just do simple math. I don't know. Is it math? I don't know what it's called. Probability? Girl, I don't know. But like, if I am constantly always making mom content, you know what I'm saying, right? Surely it would make sense where if somebody will go click the link in my bio, they're going to see some mom products. They're going to see something in reference to helping a mom, right? Same thing with whatever it is that you're doing. You know what I mean? So make sure that you're creating day-to-day content in reference to that. I wouldn't be on my page talking about my family and my cousins and I'm not saying you do it. I'm just giving you an example. But, I wouldn't be on my page just talking about, and that's where people be messing up, y'all. And if you pay attention to some of your favorite creators, some of my students would ask me this, like, why do people always create the same type of content over and over and over? One, because it's actually working. It's actually converting. But two, that way I'm eliminating any kind of the people that, I got to worry about me pissing them off or be like, okay, well, why are you talking about this? Well, girl, my whole page is about this. Okay. So like, obviously if you hear, you interested in it, you know what I mean? And then there's just, girl, I can go on a tangent. There's just so much. I just want to give you all the information. I want to give you all the goods, girl. But there's just so much, and then like, with doing like your stories and getting on live and stuff like that, you're going to have, and this is why I talk about them being hey, Shamika, I'm sorry. I didn't even see you, sis. How you doing? And then talking about, there being different 4 type of buyers, and if you check out my last YouTube video, I literally show you how to sell literally in 5 different ways, y'all, because again, so if you are trying to sell a product or if you are trying to sell even a course or something, right, and you're not seeing the sales that you would like to see, or you're not getting sales at all, 9 times out of 10 is because you're probably trying to sell that product the same exact way every single day. And this is what I personally love about content creation and why it truly can really help elevate your business and take your business to the next level. And this is why we have content pillars, right? So the core of who I am is mom everything, right? But that doesn't mean that I can't talk about, mom guilt. That doesn't mean that I can't talk about, mom, hacks or whatever like that, right? But at the core of who I am is mom. And this is why, when people, I know they when they hear that word niche, they be like, I don't want to, but I'm me. I'm so creative. I have all these ideas. But I'm just saying, if you got a page that's under 20K followers, girl, let's focus on one thing and one thing only. When I hop on your page, that's why I was telling Jimmy Jim earlier. When I get on your page, if you talking about you gonna be creating workout videos and cooking, I shouldn't see you talk. I shouldn't see a labor and delivery story. I shouldn't see that. Okay, like I should clearly know, because when I land, I want to know. People. I hate to use the word expert, but essentially, like, this is who you're trying to be. I consider myself, hey, I'm an expert in showing moms how to become the women to never worry about money ever again, so they can get their babies the life that they deserve. You know what I mean? Like, that's who I am at my core. Yes, I'm a woman. Yes, I'm a wife. Yes, I'm a friend. Yes, I'm a sister. Yes, but y'all don't need to know all that. So again, the faster you are and the clearer that you are, and when you think of, your favorite, I always use Rihanna as an example, right? Rihanna has so many different talents, so many different things that she's good at, so many different things that she could do, right? But you have to give yourself an opportunity to really grow and let people trust you, right? All right, We trusted Rihanna because she was dropping hits, okay? She could sing, da 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 da. But then people started paying attention to, like, damn, Rihanna could dress and stuff like that. And that inspired her to want to create her own, you know, lingerie and clothing line, right? But she wasn't trying to do all of it at once. She focused on one thing. And, you know, sometimes that one thing, it takes some time, right? But once you grow and you really evolve into this person, you become this brand that people trust. And when people trust you, baby, they're going to buy anything from you, okay? You know, we're trying to establish cult followings, essentially. I'm doing good. Good, Shamika. How's everything going with the I'm trying to think. With cause you still doing DJing. Hey, Ninar. Hey, if I got any moms in the room, put a pink card in the chat. Let me know that you're here. You still doing DJ? No, you're doing the like how's that going? Like the unemployment stuff? What is it? I want to make sure I'm getting it right, Shamika. I'm tearing it up. There's a word that you be using, right? But I seen you. I was like, okay, girl. I seen your video was doing really well. The one video that I seen. Now, Shamika, you better pick one and run with it. Stop, y'all. I'm telling y'all, stop pouring y'all. Like, I'm for real. And I'm telling you from my own experience, as a person that has 1,001 things going on, focus on one thing. Let that one thing grow for you. Learn how to automate it, right? And then move on to the next thing. Okay? Thank you so much. No, oh, thank you. Anytime, girl. I'm always here to help you, girl. Did you say sales videos on the YouTube? It's yeah, it's on YouTube, and it's very like, I don't know if you've ever watched any of my videos before, Casey. I'm very like, I'm not your typical coach mentor. Like, I'm very laid back and chill, because that be the thing. I hate that so many people be making it seem like it's. I mean, let me not say it like that, because I say I'm messed up. I'm just very laid back. I'm very like, girl, let's get to the point. Okay, it's not that deep. And I hate that so many people, because that's the biggest thing that I've seen in so many of my own students, like just starting. I'm like, girl, like, you solve problems every day. Stop thinking that you got to be this person. Girl, it is fine. So I'm just letting you know, it's very laid back, very chill. I do like vlog style tutorials. So it's not no structure like, hey guys, welcome. This is step one. Okay, I do give you some steps in there, but I really just want people to understand, like I said, there's different ways of selling, y'all. There's so many different ways. Problem solving, right? Thinking about how is this, you know, when you think about things, whatever your product is doing, right? It needs to do those 5 different things. Is it allowing me to actually trust you, so I want to take that step with you? Are you making it feel like, okay, this is going to be easy for me to complete? It's something simple, right? And again, I ain't gonna give it all away. Y'all gotta go watch the video. But when you think about things like that, like I said, that's what makes a difference. And like I said, I just know this from experience of helping and mentoring and coaching so many people. Y'all, I've literally helped over 500 people start their digital marketing journey and help them scale their businesses. And that be the biggest hang up. Again, the information is there. Girl, you can go on YouTube. Right? And you know, like, the information is there, right? But again, learning how to execute and learning how to actually sell, learning the different type of buyers that there are, because there are some people, and this is something that a lot of people don't talk about, but you know, like sending out, like one thing, inside of my community right now, we're doing a 30-day challenge to help. I'm helping moms get their, you know, their first sale. And, you know, again, I'm not teaching you how, oh, if you get this program, you're just going to become a millionaire overnight. I'm not teaching that. I'm teaching you how, baby, let's get it out of the mud. Like, not literally get it out of the mud, y'all. But I'm just saying, like, the importance of let's master consistency first, right? That's so important, y'all. People don't want to talk about this. People just say, oh, if you post these 3 to 7 second videos, you're going to make all this money. You're going to do this. Let's master consistency first. Okay, let's master our messaging first, right? There's a series of things that you have to do first in order to get yourself to that next level, y'all. And I'm telling you from experience, I'm telling you from mentoring and coaching so many different people. Hey, Tut Wiley, I'm actually on here talking to moms and showing moms how to never worry about money another day in their life. I don't know if you're a mama, but if you are, tap in with me, put a pink heart in the chat. I've been realizing that because I've been slant. Shamika. Again, I'm telling you, Shamika, because you putting 50% over here and then 30% over here and then 10% over here. I'm telling you, what is the thing that you are most passionate about? And again, it takes time, y'all. And this is really, I've been thinking about, because I was like, I'm trying to get back into I ain't gonna lie, y'all, I've been repurposing a whole bunch of content lately, but I'm getting back into my content bag. I just been really busy pouring into my community, making sure that they have everything that they need. But like, I can't, y'all, thank y'all so much. I appreciate it. The thing that I was gonna say, Shamika, is like, sis, what is it that you for real, like, you're most, because how do I articulate this where it makes sense? Like, continuing to do something showing up and being consistent and doing something, that's the real, like, that's the real journey that I wish people would understand and appreciate. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, again, I made over $300,000 in this business module, right? But at the same time, do you know how many days there were days where people weren't in? Y'all, right now, it's 1-2 people in my live. Okay, you can't let that stuff get to you. You just gotta show up consistently, because when you know that you're actually giving value, when you know you're actually giving transformative results, when you know you actually are helping somebody really solve their problem, you gonna show up regardless. But when, again, I'm not saying you doing this, Shamika, but I'm saying, like, when people just try to hop on the bandwagon of something and they don't have clear direction, they don't have a system, they don't know what they're doing. That's why it's so easy to, well, I'm just going to do this. Well, I'm just going to do that. And that's another reason why, like, inside of my community, I don't focus on a whole bunch of different side hustles, okay? Because I don't want you to be distracted, sis. I want you to learn these skills, master these skills, so you can be the woman that never has to worry about money, point blank, period, okay? Okay? I don't, inside of my community, inside of my program, there's not, oh, learn Amazon reviews, learn UGC, learn this, learn. No, baby, because as soon as you think, after 2 weeks of you trying and ain't nobody bought something off of you, that's the first thing that you're going to do, hop in, well, let me try to do Amazon reviews, and then you over here, then you over here, then you over here. Whereas if you just say, hey, I'm going to get this 110%, and I'm going to get better. And that's the thing. I'm big on, one thing I talk about inside of my community too is just self-awareness, right? Self-awareness. Nobody, y'all, I don't care how much money you've seen these people online make. I don't care how many followers they have or whatever. Everybody has been through the trial and error phase, okay? And that's how you learn, and that's how you evolve. Not move on to something else. Fight through it, get through it, and figure it out, okay? So that's the most important thing. If y'all don't take nothing away from me, take that, okay? That's all I'm asking for. Yeah, I've been jumping around and starting to scale back. See? So, Shamika, I'm going to call you out, girl. I'm going to get you together. What is it that you are most passionate about? What is it that you could talk about, baby, from sun up to sundown, okay? And again, I don't know if you're thinking like, oh, this is not going to make me money or this is not, but seriously, because it's going to be so much easier for you to show up. It's going to be y'all been on here for an hour. I ain't realized that, but it's because I'm passionate about what I'm doing and what I'm talking about. And I genuinely love helping people, pouring into people and helping you get to that next level, y'all, because it's enough for all of us. We all can get this bread, okay? We all can get this bread. I'm telling you, all right? Y'all, it's trillions of people over. I have students literally, y'all, I have, for real, one of my students, and I don't know if you're gonna come back and watch this, girl. I'm praying for you. She's in Bahrain, like in the Middle East and stuff like that. Like, y'all, this is the power of what digital marketing can do for you. You know what I mean? So stop thinking and having this limited mindset of thinking like, oh, well, I need to do this because that's what everybody else is doing, and that's how I'm gonna reach people. No, God made you unique for a reason. Your story, your struggles, all of that is for a reason, right? And when you come out of it, it is your job. It is your baby, you need to be helping somebody, okay? So whether you putting it in an ebook, a guide, a checklist, a video series, girl, a Google Doc, don't feel bad about monetizing how you've gotten through something, because that can help somebody else. That's a blessing to somebody else. I needed some motivation this morning, and you definitely motivate me. Oh, thank you, Casey, girl. I have a vendor event this week, and your advice gave me some clarity on what to focus on. Period. But I'm telling you, Casey, like, I'll be seeing you, girl. That's why whenever I see your stuff, I always try to support you and stuff like that, because that's amazing. And I'm telling you, your brand and everything that you're doing, girl, I know I know it's gonna go crazy. But you just gotta lock in again, learn them skills, really learn marketing and learn how to speak to your audience and learn how to create content around that. Girl, I'm telling you, going crazy. It's going to go crazy. I know it is. You're already doing so many amazing things, like going to those events and stuff like that. Like, that's dope. And that's what I'm saying. Like, baby, you need to have you a QR code ready to get your ebook. Like, here, y'all, put it on a t-shirt. Do whatever it is that you need to do. But I'm serious. Like, y'all, like, we all are good at something. We all problem solve something, okay? And we can get monetized. God wants us to do that. God wants us to live a life of abundance. Like, he really do. Like, I don't know if y'all be reading y'all Bible, okay? I know I'll be cussing and stuff like that, but for real, read your Bible. What's in there? I sent you a voice note on IG a while back, but glad I caught you live. I needed to hear this. I didn't respond, Shamika. I'm sorry, girl. I be getting backed up in my DMs. Okay, I'm gonna go. I didn't respond. I always try to go back and respond. Did I not respond? Is that what you're saying? Let me know. I'll go on there and look, because I always send you my girl. I got you. Sorry, where was I at? Praise the Lord, dear. Okay, amen. Okay. So how do you monitor your account every time for verification? I don't know what you mean, love. I didn't. I'm sorry, Shamika. I'm gonna go on there. Honest mistake. Okay, I may have listened to it, and I'm gonna say the last time we talked, I thought you were saying. Remember where you were talking about you were gonna do the. I ain't gonna put it all on here, but okay. Oh my goodness. If you are a mom, I'm telling you, if you're not a mom, baby, this live ain't for you. Okay. Let me not start getting irritated. But does anybody have any more questions? Thank y'all so much for what y'all said. Like I said, y'all, I get on here every day. I'm back to kind of doing my little 3 lives. And again, y'all, like, if y'all don't look, nobody is perfect. Don't let these people make it seem like you got to be perfect. Just again, whatever it is that you believe in, that you resonate, and that you know that you can help with, you can monetize it. Okay. Now I ain't gonna lie. It is important to do your research. Make sure it's something highly sought after, right? Don't be out here lying. Don't be clickbaiting nobody. Okay. Nothing like, I ain't saying that. But I'm telling you, when you learn high income skills, y'all, the opportunity, like, let me just give you an example. For example, I got started with Done For You digital products. I was selling somebody else's community product. I believed in it though, right? It changed my life. It did so many things for my family, right? With that being said, and this is what I want y'all to understand and what I want y'all to take away from this. With that being said, I was like, wow, if I can make 6 figures from selling somebody else's shit, surely I can do the same for myself. But how can I do this? So what I did was I was like, how can I take what I've learned, make it better, but also make it in a way where it's gonna make sense. Make it for the person that, like, because again, I basically use my real life situation. This is, like I said, this is why I'm always trying to teach, using where you're at today, using the struggles that you've overcome, right? Because you've done it. You are living proof of it, right? And that's the whole point of why it works. You are proving that, hey, this actually works. And I really need help for that. Oh my God. Okay, give me 1 second. Let me finish my thought, y'all. Because again, you see how mom brain, how I be forgetting. So when I discovered that, okay, if I can make 6 figures selling somebody else's shit, and when people were asking, you know, hey, can you help me? Can you mentor? A lot of my students was taking off. Okay. But then one thing that I started noticing, because like I said, I'm very like, well, hey, what's going on? I'll be checking in on my people, right? I noticed that it was all moms that were struggling with actually making sales. And I'm like, girl, I'm a mama. If I can do this, you can do this. What's the problem? And so when I started talking to them, and I kind of was like, you know, literally gathering data from all of these moms, it was, girl, I just don't have the time. Girl, I just don't understand this information. It sounds like they coming from a place of like, they already up here and I'm down here. Like, I just can't relate. I don't know how to execute this information. I don't know what to talk about. And I've never made money online. And so when I started seeing that, I'm like, okay, it was 1 mom, then it was 2 moms, then it was 20 moms, then it was 50 moms, then it was 60 moms. I'm like, all right, well, sis, stop thinking about it like this. Let's break this down like this and think about it like this. And when I started doing that, literally, like, I mean, I ain't gonna say overnight, but it damn near felt like it. Those moms literally overnight, sis, I just got my first sale. Sierra, I just made my first $1,000. Sierra, I just made my first $10,000. And I'm like, and I ain't gonna lie to y'all, and this is why I be saying, y'all, don't let these people online be making y'all feel, hey, where you been at? Cause where you been at, sis? Where you been at, Camise? Where you been at? I'm gonna get you later. But you know, that was the thing that, like, I was like, okay, so this ain't a fluke. This really is something, like, if you follow a system, if you follow a strategy, you, like, it's damn near almost inevitable for you to be able to make money, like, straight up. Can I guarantee that? No. I can guarantee that you can become the woman to never have to worry about money again, but I can't guarantee, like, oh, you're going to get your first sale. Then again, y'all, I've seen people get their first sale in a day. I've seen people get it in a couple of weeks. It's all about where your mindset is. Where your mindset is. That's just what it is. And don't let nobody be like, I guarantee you by your first week, you're going to have your first. They lying. They just trying to get your money. I'm just saying, I can't guarantee you that, because all of our ambition is different, right? What did you say? How you doing, sis? Camise, where you been at, girl? Where you been at? Where was I at? Shit, sorry. I was trying to read what you said, Emmanuel. You said, am a content creator and I am in West Africa, but my account is not verified for making money on YouTube. Well, have you hit your, it don't matter where you're at. And I really need help for that because I keep creating content on the channel. So have you hit the requirements to get verified? Like, I'm confused on what you mean. Have you hit the, because they won't send you the verification until you hit the, sorry, what is it, 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers. Have you did all that? because they should send you like a pin or whatever like that to verify your channel. But you have to do that first in order to get monetized. Hey mama, how you been doing? I hope you got everything settled and you're ready to get started. Let me know when you're ready to get started, sis. I got you. I told you I got you. But yes, y'all, I know I got some people hopping in here now. I'm not up to, what did you say? Hey Tamara. Hey Sandy. Hey Jack, how are you? If I got some mamas in the room, put a pink heart in the chat. Let me know that you're here. This live is for moms. I'm showing you how to never worry about money another day in your life, girl, if you learn these high income skills. So lock in with me, okay? I'm not. Okay, you only need 1,000 subscribers. You only need 1,000 subscribers, love. Are you saying I am up to? I'm confused. You confused me. You are up to 1,000 subscribers. You need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. If you have all that and you saying that you haven't got a notification, then go to GoogleAdSense.com and they should be able. But you should see an invite. Like if you go on, do you have YouTube Studio downloaded? If you have YouTube Studio downloaded, you should see like an invite on there. I ain't got my other phone, but I was gonna say if you go on there, it should like say, hey, you've been invited to the YouTube Partner Program, and then you'll just have to fill out some information. So maybe you don't have the YouTube Studio app downloaded. Maybe that's what it is. Yes, I'm gonna try to get settled in the house. Yes, and I'll text you. Okay, sis, I'm here for you. I'm here. Okay, just let me know. But yeah, does anybody else have any more questions? Like I said, y'all, I'll probably get back on here a little bit later. But yeah. Yes, I get YouTube Studio. Okay, so do you see where it says, what is it? What's the first page? There should be a button that says earn. Do you see that? Sorry, y'all. Oh, thank y'all for subscribing. I appreciate you. There should be a button down at the bottom that says earn. And then when you click on that earn button, it's okay. When you click on that, do you see like a screen where it says, it'll say, I don't remember exactly, but it says like you are now eligible to become a YouTube partner. And then you'll click on that and then it's going to prompt you and it should take you to like Google AdSense and stuff. And that way you can like get verified there and that way you can start getting your big money. Okay. Big money, big money. I have ebook ideas I need to work on ASAP. I feel you. I definitely feel you. Yeah, so I'm telling you, I'm telling you. Because, Camise, when you get inside of NPM, like, I don't know if you know this or if you've heard me talking about, I ain't been on TikTok, y'all, in a while. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm back to it, though. I'm trying to get back to it. It's just all these damn scam pages, y'all. It was just... Because one thing I don't play about, like, look, I don't want nobody to ever think I'm trying to scam there or nothing like that. And it was getting a little overwhelming for me, so I had to take a step back. But I'm back on TikTok. I'm back. But I haven't reached the 4. Okay, so you have to reach those 4,000 hours. But once you do, or the 10, yeah, I was just about to say that, or the 10 million views on shorts. But I'm gonna tell you, it's a lot easier. I don't know how well your shorts perform on here, but it's a lot easier doing the 4,000 watch hours. I don't know if you go live, you can get watch hours like that. Also, thank you, Camise, for liking the live. Also, you can if you can, don't be posting no bullshit though, okay? Don't be out here posting no bullshit. But, try to post at least 3 times a week. You know what I mean? Long form, and try to make sure that video is at least 10 minutes long, okay? Because they really don't give you credit for anything less than that. But when you do that, that's going to be probably the fastest way that you reach 4,000 watch hours, okay? I'll be sure. Will it let me subscribe to your channel? Hold on. I'm gonna type in your channel. I'll go and subscribe to your channel. But yeah, Camise, what I was saying was if you inside of NPM, I created a GPT mama bot, and she also is an ebook digital product creator, and she code. Like when I say she code, I have literally people that like one of my students made well over $600,000 and she's using it, and she created this, fire ass ebook. So I'm telling you, the GPT alone, I said, baby, I might start selling mama bot, okay? Just by herself, because the content creation ideas, so many people are like, videos are going viral like crazy and getting them a lot of views. Y'all make sure y'all go and subscribe to Emmanuel's channel, okay? You got 1.1 million views. That's amazing. Here, let me go and subscribe to your channel. It's me struggling. Hold on. Oh, is it from shorts though? Because that's how they get your ass. That's how they get you. They don't be wanting to explain that. Hold on. Email. It's me, girl. What? Pain. Cause we big on support over here, okay, y'all. I ain't one of them type of people that be like, oh, just support me, support. No, if you up in my live, you support me, I'm gonna support you back. So you got a YouTube channel, drop it in there, so I'll know. Am I on there? Am I on the right one? It's a whole bunch of emails. I can't find it. Hold on, let me see. What is it under, Shamika? I can't find it. It's me struggling. I don't know why whenever I be, y'all, does anybody have any more questions? Let me know if you have any. I'm here to answer your questions, help you get started with digital marketing. If you are a mom and you've been looking for a way to make online income an easy, a simple way, and you want a structured game plan, a real system, let me know in the comments. I'll be happy to help you, and I can show you the system that I've created literally to simplify the process, okay? Because I believe in working smarter, not hard. Okay, Emmanuel, I can't find it. It's demon. Now, how the hell was I supposed to know that? How would I have known that? How did you find that, Shamika? You said it's D-Man Comedy. Okay, well, no wonder why I didn't find it. Or is that you? I'm confused. Oh, Lord. Let me see if I can find it, Jesus. Okay, Casey, I think I'm subscribed to your channel. I feel like I am, but I'm gonna make sure I'm subscribed. Y'all go and subscribe because Casey teaches like just girl, I don't want to say it the wrong, but from what I know about you, like you teach, online, sexual education for kids and just the importance of it. Like this girl, Casey, I'm telling you, you need to lock in with me, sis, because I'll get you together, okay? Because for real, what you're doing and stuff like that, and people need to have them uncomfortable conversations, okay? For real. Yes, girl.
I want to go see the whales.
Okay, we will, girl.
I want to go to boat.
You said what?
I want to go to boat to see the whales.
Oh, you want to go to the zoo and see the whales?
Yes.
Okay, well we ain't going today, girl. Maybe tomorrow.
Okay.
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 Girl, I promised these kids a field trip today. Y'all, my kids is homeschooled. If y'all wonder, if y'all thinking like my kids is just here. And I told them we was gonna go on a field trip, but it's depressing outside right now. Okay, I'm gonna subscribe though. I searched for his username from here in the chat. Child, baby, when I tell you, I screenshot it. I'm gonna go back and look at it, okay? But do I have any moms in the room that are looking for a way to make income online? Let me know. If not, y'all, like I said, I'm probably gonna get back on here a little bit later, y'all. I am back to going live 3 times a day, so you can catch me, okay? I'm always here to answer your questions. But if you are coming back and watching the replay, again, lock in with me. I will link all the information down below. I have some free resources linked down below. If you are a mama, sis, go and grab my free guide right now. It's called Mama, You Should Be Rich, because mama, you should be rich, okay? Stop thinking you got to change who you are. I teach you how to take your everyday moments, okay? Turn that shit into content, add a message, plug a product, and get paid, okay? It's really that simple. It's that easy, okay? You use this internet every single day. You use this device that's in your hand every single day. It's time to learn to get paid from it, okay? And again, you can go on ChatGPT, you can use Canva all day, but you need to learn these skills so you can actually reach the right audience, okay? So you can get paid every day. So you can get paid a year from today. So you can get paid a few years from today, okay? Yes, I believe it. Where can I schedule an appointment? Casey, if you want to, girl, just hit me on Facebook. I got you. Just let me know what you need or whatever. But if you if you actually want to book a one-on-one with me where I like give you like a strategy, then you can go. I took it off my website. I ain't even gonna lie, but I just hit me up on Facebook, girl. I'll send you the link. Again, right now, yo, my all of my attention, like I said, has really been poured into my community, and that's another thing. When you join NPM, you get my one-on-ones at a discounted rate, because I know sometimes you just need that little extra support. But that's also, like I said, why I try to get on here to answer any questions that you have. Or it's on YouTube. You can look on YouTube as well, sis. The link, like my actual homepage, everything is linked in my bio there. It's gonna take you to my stand store. But like I said, I'm gonna have to go in there and add the link, because I ain't gonna lie, I had to cancel my one-on-ones because, girl, it was getting a little overwhelming. And no offense to anybody that's not in NPM. Again, I just be trying to focus on my mamas that's in NPM. I want to pour into you. I want to make sure that you get everything that you need. And I don't be trying to y'all, at this point, I don't do this shit for money. I really do it for impact. I really do it for results, for testimonies. Ain't gonna lie to you. So again, if you're needing help with your game plan and a strategy, and like I said, you again learning these skills, y'all, it's so much free information online. It truly is, right? But you gotta learn how to master consistency first. Nobody ever wants to talk about that. Mastering consistency first. And this is why I teach my students, like people be so in their head about posting content and stuff like that. Like, oh my God, I'm just too afraid that it's not gonna perform. Nobody's watching this shit in the beginning. Okay, you gotta keep showing up and keep being consistent. That's probably, y'all, I would say 80% of why people fall off and why they're not able to change their lives is because they give up so quickly. Because they're like, oh, only 5 people are on my live. Y'all, right now, on average, I've had like maybe 4 or 5 people in my live at once. Okay, but at the same time, I know people are going to come back and watch this live. I know the impact that I give. I know the value that I give, okay? Because I've been doing this for a while, and I've been doing the same thing for almost 2 years, okay? I really know what I'm talking about, for real. I ain't gonna get out here and tell you no lie. I ain't gonna try to sell you nothing. I ain't trying to convince you. I ain't trying to motivate you like that, okay? I'm just telling you the truth. This is what I did to change my situation. And unlike, like I said, other creators, I'm not on here to be like, oh, girl, you can quit your job. If that's what you want to do, do it. I still work my 9 to 5, baby. I'm working right now, okay? But I was also able to, you know, I have my digital products, which is what I consider my full-time income. My 9 to 5 is more so passive income because I know what I'm getting from that. But I've also been able to invest in other businesses. I now do Airbnb. I now do Turo, all because of one investment. Stop thinking that, oh, I'm so afraid to invest. I'm so afraid to give my last $200 or whatever like that or whatever. When you understand, I don't know about y'all and I don't know what God y'all serve, okay? But you know what I'm saying? Every time I spend money, God sends it back to me tenfold. You know what I mean? And this is why I love getting on here and helping people. And, you know, regardless if you invest with me or not, God gonna take care of me, baby. We good. We're good over here, okay? Really good. You know what I'm saying? And again, it's not just about, you know, making the money. It's, again, becoming the person that you become and learning how to do this. Because so many of us was taught literally from such a young age that, hey, if I trade my time physically, I'm going to get paid. No, baby. Wealthy people think that, hey, if I take this money that I got to use it to make me more money, 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 I don't have to be worried about a grocery budget. I don't have to worry about, oh, can I do this? I don't have to worry about, oh my God, I got to choose between this and this. You don't have to do that. And that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that to be cocky. I'm not saying that to both. Y'all, I be telling people all the time, I could get on this internet and stunt if I wanted to. Okay. I bought my Range Rover cash, baby, not rent. I have the title to my bad boy, okay? I go on vacations whenever I want, take a trip wherever I want, well, the flights ain't giving what they need to give, okay, right now. But it look, there's one thing I'm not about to do is pay for that flight. Why is this flight this much? But I'm serious, you know what I mean? And I'm so grateful that I was able, y'all, was just a few years ago, I was on a job that I hated, that I was miserable on, that literally like, but I thought that was the only way because that's what I was told. I was told, hey, you go to college, possibly do shit with the degree that you got. Baby, I ain't did nothing with, baby, I got a whole degree in aviation engineering. What's aviation? I don't even know. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I don't know about y'all, that's why I teach my kids and, you know, why I'm big on just like having ownership, having something of your own, baby. I ain't let nobody control when I eat. I ain't let nobody control when I can do the things that I want to do for my kids. And that's what a 9 to 5 is. Is there anything wrong with a 9 to 5? No, but use that shit to get you ahead. And that's why I said people be thinking I'm crazy. Like, oh, you're still on your 9 to 5. Maybe all income is good income. Okay. And again, my job's not miserable. Again, like I told you, I'm working right now. I'm on Teams right now. I'm logged in. Okay. Cause I'm gonna stay as long as I can on this motherfucker. Now I ain't gonna lie. It do be hard. Because I'm like, baby, the money, I make my check in a day. But still, you know what I mean? Using that, y'all, to get you ahead. Right now, what's going on in this world, like with the real reason why I'm still on my job is for the health insurance. Like, have y'all looked at how much private health insurance, that this entrepreneur life is cute, but have you looked at how much health insurance costs? Like, do that. You know what I mean? That's another thing that I'm really big on, like the lifestyle that you want and that you want to live. If you're around people and people are like, oh girl, you're delusional, you're in your head, you need to be more realistic. First of all, cut them people out of your life. Okay, because one thing, like I said, if you be around me, baby, you're gonna be motivated, you're gonna be inspired, and you're gonna actually reach your motherfucking goals because I'm gonna push you. That's just what I do. Okay, like straight up. I actually been thinking how to make money online to pay my school fees, but I can't. Well, I don't know. Are you a mom? Are you? Because like I said, I help people get started with online digital products. I highly recommend that you get started with a done for you system. Let me know if you are interested, because you can get started with the one that I personally got started with. It's called Digital Wealth Academy. And it's a great beginner online program. It is for, I know you probably heard me talking about moms. It is for everybody. But it's really, really good information. It really gives you just like the backside of understanding what digital marketing is and how to use that. And you learn how to market yourself, brand yourself, and things like that. They also have other side income streams inside of there. So if that's something that you're interested in, again, let me know. I'll be happy to give you the link and help you get started. I will need to get more ideas from you, ma'am. Okay, well, I'm always here. I'm always here. Well, all right, y'all. Like I said, if y'all don't have any more questions, I'm going to go ahead and hop up off of here. I'll probably get on here, what time is it? 12:34. I'm probably going to hop back on around like 2. I just need to go make sure that these kids, and I got to go help my son with his work. But I got to make sure that they ate and stuff. But again, feel free to shoot me a DM on Instagram. I always, now give me some time. I ain't saying I'm gonna get back to you, but I'm gonna send you a voice note, okay? It takes me some time because my DMs do get backed up. I do a Q&A every Friday. So again, I'm always here to answer your questions, give you the support that you need. But again, I'm also here to help you become the woman that you need to be, girl. So you ain't gotta worry about that. You ain't gotta worry about that. All right? Okay, girl, stop thinking that you can't. I'm telling y'all, as a person, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna get off, I promise. But as a person that grew up poor, that grew up with nothing, grew up with abandonment issues, girl, okay, and thinking like, man, like life just be hard. You know what I'm saying? Once I decided, and that's what so many of y'all need to do, you are one step away from changing your life completely, but you got to decide. You can't be scared, and you have to make it up in your mind that failure is not an option. So yeah, so what, ain't nobody in my life? So what, ain't nobody liking my shit? So what, ain't my family ain't supporting me? My cousins, my homegirls, whatever like that, ain't supporting me. This is something that I believe in. I believe that it's transformative. I believe that it's valuable. I believe that it can help and change and impact somebody else's life. I'm gonna stick with it. And again, that is the biggest thing, the biggest separation, that why some people are successful with this and why some people are not. You give up in 3.2 seconds, okay? In 3.2 seconds. Y'all, the average, I don't know about y'all, I study millionaires, I study wealthy people all the time. And a lot of people, like just somebody random, Vera Wang, her shit didn't pop off till she was 50 years old, okay? Taraji P. Henson. Okay, shit didn't pop up until she was 40 years old. Okay, if you really believe in what you're talking about, if you really believe in what you are trying to do, it is really meant for what you're doing, baby, you're not gonna stop. You're not gonna stop, and that's why I be trying to tell y'all. This is why I be feeling like I'm the poster child. Y'all don't have a large following, not at all, not at all. Yeah, I got 10K on YouTube, but I don't have like hundreds of thousands of followers, y'all. And this is another thing. I used to look up to so many people, and I'm like, damn, she got 300,000 subscribers. She got 500,000 subscribers. And you know what's so crazy? How God literally positioned me and put me in rooms with these people where I used to, for a minute, didn't feel like I deserved it, because I'm like, oh, little old me, I have 1,000 followers. I have this, and that. But what it was God showed me and told me, because I'm very transparent, y'all. I talk about money. I'm sorry if that offends you or whatever, but I just be like, baby, because I need to know, how much did you make so I can know how much I can. We don't gatekeep over here. We don't, because we should be trying to help each other, right? What God got for me, he got for me. What he got for you, he got for you. I ain't got nothing to do with that. But what it was it really helped me open up my eyes. And I'm not saying you can't look up to nobody. I'm not saying that, right? Use people, but at the same time, baby, be in your own lane, okay? Be in your own lane, because I would get into these rooms with these people, y'all, and I'm looking up to them, I'm like, oh my God, girl, you got this, da, 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 da. And then come to find out, sis ain't even making no money. You got 300,000, you got 500,000 followers, and you don't have... What's going on? So again, it's not about how many followers you have. It's not about, you got to be techy or whatever. If you can follow a structure, if you can follow a system, sis, you can make money. If you can learn how to actually create content that has a real core message, and you know who you talking to, baby, all I need is 100 views. I'm good. Because if I'm getting 100 views on every one of them videos and 75 people of them is buying, I'm straight. I'm good. So again, stop letting that stuff get to you. Stop thinking that means some shit, because it don't. All right. But all right, y'all, I will see y'all a little bit later on today, girl. If you haven't already, subscribe, give me a follow. I always try to follow and support y'all back. But all right, y'all, I'm gonna see y'all a little bit later. Okay, girl. Bye.